everyone, welcome to a Stretch the Sketch video. This is an 8.5 by 11 layout of our daughter using the Oh Happy Day collection. There's the sketch that we're using, which is where my cut file idea came from. This is her and her little friend Kendall at a baseball game we went to. I'm showing you my horrible hands. I spray painted cups before I started the video. And I was like, well, it won't be that bad. I'm not going to use gloves, you know, take the extra time to go get them, whatever. Yeah, I should have used gloves. But the cut file is a freebie from the cut shop. I just cut it out with a piece of white cardstock on my silhouette. And the collection is actually, it has a name like Collector's Edition or some such thing, from Simple Stories, where you get almost everything from the collection in that package. You get the paper, the chipboard, the die cuts, and a roll of washi without having to buy each of them individually. I think the only thing I didn't get was the enamel dots. But as you'll see later, I have drawers and drawers and drawers of enamel dots. So that was fine. But I purchased these for myself when I do, you know, like an order for the store. If anybody would, you know, want one, I can certainly look for them for you. Just let me know. But what I did here is I put the washi on white cardstock prior to cutting it out and putting it down on my black background, because it just, I think it has little, it's either cross signs or asterisks on them in different colors, and they just, in person, I can't tell if it does on the camera or not, it pops up off the page more prominently when I put it on the white cardstock first. And I just used the bottom of the piece that I used for my cut file, so no cutting into an extra piece there. So now I'm going to go through and start choosing which patterned papers may go behind the cut file. I was also kind of checking the back to see if there were, you know, cards I didn't, you know, for certain didn't want to cut into. Also, like that rainbow paper, I put the cut file up on it just to see, no matter where I cut, you couldn't tell it was rainbows, so that one kind of went out the door. And then I do not make you sit through me backing each and every one of these, what are they, hexagons? Hexagons, there we go. But I do show you just a few. I think I show you the first two and the last two. And I show you the last two because I had a oh duh moment. So I trace them out, you know, with a pencil just on the outside. And then I hand cut them out and glue them down. Easy enough, right? Well, about halfway through, because I'm going to use my the best glue ever with their I think it's called the no clog tip, but it puts out a really fine stream of glue, which is wonderful, especially, you know, for something like this. But it's still, this is just delicate enough that it was still a little bit thick for what I wanted. And about halfway through, I went, duh, why are you not using your glue pen? So I end up switching to my Martha Stewart glue pen, just because I'm trying to use that up before I open up some of my Zig 2-way glue pens. But, yep, so I just trace these out, cut them out, glue them on, easy enough. Like I said, I don't make you sit through all of it, but I can tell you that even with backing all of these And I did cut out where I like fast forwarded the television, because I had the television on um, as well. I did this while our daughter was at playgroup, so I actually got to watch, something relatively adult. This only took me about 52 minutes, which, hey, any layout I can get done in under an hour, I consider a success. Especially because when I started filming and doing layouts, it took me literally, guys, I mean, it was like 2 hours of video to edit. But I've gotten much better about, as Adele from Inky Quill would say, stick and plonk. Um, I still consider myself very indecisive. Like, she's great at just picking it up, putting it down. But I have gotten better about making decisions. And I think it's because I came to the, for lack of a better term, epiphany about my paper. Like, I was always paralyzed, like, because I cut a little bit of all these different papers out, and what if I wanted that as a 12 by 12 background later? And I finally gave it up and said, you know what? Unless it's something like super duper duper special, just do it. Because I have more paper than I think anybody could ever want in their entire lifetime. I use to store my paper, if you've seen it over on the Crafty Maven Getaway, the 31 fold end files. And I have 3 of those filled with patterned paper. Plus, I have these collector type kits in the Totally Tiffany project planners. So I have more paper than I think I could ever use in a lifetime. And I finally just said, that's it. If you want to cut into it, just do it. And I know that sounds super simple, but it has been like a entirely freeing thing for me. And my layouts have come together much more quickly, which obviously makes it easier to film and edit. But it's not even about that. It's just about getting my memories documented. And, like this picture just happened last Saturday. So when this video comes out, this picture will only be about a week old. And, it could have sat in my stash for, like my son is 9 and I still have pictures of him from when he was 9. He's going to be 9 in November. Which is breaking my heart a little as we're moving up. We registered him for fall soccer, and he's going to be in U11 this year, which, him and the word 11 just blows my mind. But I have things from when he was a baby that, the stories have kind of faded or why they're special. So I'm glad to be doing my layouts a little more quickly, meaning I can get some more done. So I don't end up putting any journaling on this page. I just put the girls' ages and the month that we went. But I have several pictures of the boys all together. This is we went with another family from church, and it's so cool because Kendall and Julia are about 6 months apart, and their one son is 11 days older than Michael, and then they have a son that's like 2 years younger than Michael and 2 years older than Michael. So all the kids have playmates, and it's so wonderful. But I have several pictures of the boys that I am going to do on a 12 by 12 page to go with this one. I don't know that I will use the exact same collection. I've kind of given that up too, thinking that they have to exactly match. But I thought with the 12 by 12 sheet, I could tell more of our little story about who we went with and the ages of the kids and how much fun they had. since I didn't have a whole lot of space on this one to do journaling. And I'll admit I deviated quite a bit from the original sketch. I mean, I think I took the hexagons from the sketch and the fact that it was a single photo, and that's I think that's where it ended. But I think for me, that's the beauty of starting with any kind of, excuse me, the allergies here are awful. Any kind of inspiration is, unless you are being instructed by, a team that you're being paid to do, it's just a jumping off point. And you can have the best of intentions to follow it to the letter, and things just kind of take their own course, so to speak. But I am so very happy to be, I mean, this is what, my second video in this month. I can't believe I've gotten more done in this month than I have in the past 3 months. So I'm really hoping that continues. I don't know what made the difference. I don't know if it was, some friends kind of kicking me in the butt. I don't know if it was, I've been using, while our daughter's at playgroup for both the last 2 videos, I filmed them while she was at playgroup. I don't know if it was, that I was alone and it was quiet and nobody was asking me for a snack. It feels like Snack Central here sometimes, where every time I turn around, there is somebody asking for a snack. The big one, the little one, and even the dog. She's so funny. We've had her maybe 2 months now, and she loves to chew on bones. We've never had a dog who really did that before. We've had several dogs who didn't play with toys at all, no matter what we bought them. But it's like she gets bored. I'd say she chews on it for the first week. And then if it's, still around, she's like, okay, I'm done with this now. You can give me something new. And she like sits and almost asks for a new chew toy. So we've started buying smaller bones rather than bigger ones, so we can, give them more frequently. But yeah, somebody's always asking me for a snack. I can't imagine what it's going to be like all summer long. I'm going to have to buy stock in the local grocery store, especially since there's no summer camp this year. There's going to have to be prescribed snack time. Going to have to go back to a daycare schedule, right? 10 o'clock is snack time, 12 o'clock is lunchtime, or they'll just eat all day long. So here's my drawers of enamel dots and puffy stickers. And this is actually not all of them. This is just the colors that applied to the layout. I got those drawers at the Dollar Tree last year, I think it was, right before school started. They do not have them at this point, but I redid this from another storage system, and this has to be the best storage I've ever done. I can just reach for a single color, and it's right there. I do cut them apart, the packs when they come. I cut them apart and put, the orange in the orange and the blue in the blue, but it makes it so much easier than having all these sheets with multicolors on it and not needing half of what's on the sheet. So if you're struggling with your enamel dots, that was a perfect solution for me. So I'm almost done here, guys. Please check down in the description box below. You'll find links to where else you can find me. You'll find links to where you can find some of these products. And most importantly, you will find the links for the rest of the girls who participated in this month's Stretch the Sketch. And I hope to be back with you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.